Now, and like I said, I want to touch on that Kathleen Kennedy video that's going around. That Twitter account that tweeted it out, that is a garbage account, okay? And they could be a garbage account. I mean, if you don't take it as a parody anyway, like, it's a parody account, clearly. But that account really sends a lot of misrepresenting things out there. That clip of Kathleen Kennedy, that is Kathleen Kennedy, and that is a Hollywood mindset. But what was the so she made a comment like, if you didn't like the film, it wasn't made for you, and yada yada yada. Let's give some context to that, because she was not talking about Star Wars, even though it does apply to her Star Wars, because she's trash. She wasn't saying that about Star Wars, but you can apply it to it. So here we go, right here. Boom.
Yeah, we saw in the intro there. I can hear myself. No, we're good now. Message from Kathleen Kennedy to Star Wars fans, and we'll let it play, and then we'll kind of clarify this.
You know, there's always going to be
God damn
people when you make.
I'll try
you know, there's always going to be people when you make something that's somewhat controversial that are just flat out not going to like what you're doing. Right. And we didn't make the movie for them. That ultimately. If that's their response, is to just cut it off and not even try, you know.
So now, of course, that one, right? If you assume that she's talking about Star Wars, she's talking about Star Wars fans. Yeah, not even surprising coming from Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
However, it's not what she was talking about. She was talking about a movie from 1985 called The Color Purple, which I believe was, you might know a little bit about it, Rip. But
that was classic. I mean, who Oprah was in that? Everybody was in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like it was very like black. It was a black story, like black female lead, right?
Yeah.
And so that's specifically probably the controversy she's talking about, telling a story that's primarily focused on a black female lead and things like that, and the criticism they got for doing that, maybe. But it is a Hollywood mindset, absolutely, to say, well, if you don't agree with us, we didn't make it for you, blah, blah, blah. What she's talking about is a little bit different, and it definitely isn't her giving a take about Star Wars or Star Wars fans, although you can apply some things here and there. So it's very important to get that context through.
Yes.
Because when we see little clips like this go out, of course, everybody's going to pile on, because it sounds like exactly something that the head of Lucasfilm would say about Star Wars fans today. But that's not what she was saying. So we got to clarify. We got to be honest.
Yeah, you clarify it. She's still a piece of garbage. She's still a piece of trash, and she deserves all the criticism in the world. But, you know, we don't look good when we are misrepresenting something that someone is saying. There's enough context out there and facts to support how bad she is at her job that we don't need to be doing that. But it's happening, and that's fine. But I think the context is important. Criticize her and hold her accountable for everything that's happened, but context is very important. So, look, when that clip happened, the first thing I asked the person that sent me, I was like, where did this come from? And they were like, I'm not sure. And I was like, well, we need to find out. I'm not reacting to this. I'm not retweeting this. I'm ready to make a video right now, but I need to know. And so I sent it to Ryan. And then I found the clip, or the full video. The full video is like 57 minutes. So I sent it to Ryan. We were both watching it. He found it before I did. And he's like, it's not about Star Wars. And so I was like, all right, you know, then you tweet it out because you found it first. And so he gave the context on Twitter. And that's how we handled it. Look, both of us were ready. We're like, oh. But no, it's if it's not there, it's not there. And so she's still terrible, though, but that's the full context. We have an article over on Geeks and Gamers. Our editor-in-chief, Alex Gurzo, actually wrote up a little piece on it, kind of giving the full context to that. So that is important right there. So that's that. I don't know how many people knew about that, but hey, look, I'm still going to be using that clip as a joke, okay? I'm absolutely. Maybe we can get a thing with Brie Larson and Kathleen Kennedy saying it's not made for you. Little montage there.